Hello, this is a part of wireless attacks video series on securitytube.net, and this particular video is on wireless jamming. Now wireless jamming is basically very simple and very naive attack, but again at the same time it's very powerful denial of service attack. If attacker starts wireless jamming, it's virtually impossible for any device to communicate. In wireless domain, or in especially IEEE 802.11 domain, this wireless jamming is possible on physical layer as well as there is a protocol layer jamming, or virtual jamming is also possible in 802.11 networks. The very basic principle behind this jamming is load the wireless medium at such an extent so that no legitimate device will find the medium free and no legitimate device will be ever able to send any packets in the medium. So there can be two possible ways this jamming can occur. First is layer 1 jamming or physical layer jamming. Send packets at physical layer. The best example is just do not bother about CSMA-CA. CSMA-CA is the basic carrier sense multiple access, the multiple access technology used by IEEE 802.11. So first is layer 1 jamming attack and second is layer 2 jamming. Or in wireless protocol, in wireless MAC layer itself, there are some fields left. If you can exploit those fields, you can achieve the jamming. So it is also known as virtual jamming, or virtually you can achieve the jamming. So that's a layer 2 jamming attack. To successfully jam the medium, there are few attacks possible. Let's talk first about the physical attacks. In physical attacks, the first and foremost simple attack can be sent back-to-back packets which violates the inter-frame spacing. As you know, in IEEE 802.11 there are some inter-frame spacing intervals specified, and after some kinds of packet, the another device has to send the packet in that interframe spacing interval itself, or after that interface spacing interval any other station can send the packet. For example, the DIFs or DIFS. Now any station can transmit, or any station can start transmitting packets only after DIFS interval the last packet transmission has stopped. So if there is a packet transmission going between station A and B, after end of this communication between A and B, at least DIFS time interval should be kept vacant, and only after DIFS time interval the contention window will start. Now the jammer can actually send the packets without honoring this interframe spacing intervals. It can simply send back-to-back packets so that every device will always find the medium busy. Second such attack can be transmit high density, high signal strength packets. So in IEEE 802.11 standard specifies that any packet which is more than the signal so and so is not allowed, and all the devices will think that if the noise level of the medium is beyond some interval, then it's a signal, some authorized transmission is going on and everyone has to stop. So simply if you keep on transmitting signal, it need not be a wireless compliant signal but just a signal in wireless frequency band which is more in signal strength. Every device will find that there is some transmission is already going on, so it will just stop. Another similar attack can be simply transmit ones and zeros. It's also called as Queensland Attack. In this ones and zero transmission, the attacker keeps on transmitting ones and zeros back to back continuously. They need not have to follow CSMA-CA protocol as well. You can simply keep on transmitting ones and zeros and everyone will find the medium is busy. To launch this attack in MAD Wi-Fi drivers which are capable, or which are for Atheros based cards, you can launch this attack with MAD Wi-Fi DFS branch. So you can simply check out MAD Wi-Fi DFS branch, make the drivers, install the drivers and there are some options. You can probably check the man page and you will be able to transmit continuous transmission. There is a continuous transmission mode, and with that mode you will be able to launch this physical jamming attack. The another jamming attacks are virtual jamming attacks. In virtual jamming attacks, actually attacker sends legitimate packets, those obey CSMA protocol, but they have high duration value. The example is RTS CTS attack. First, let's see how this duration field in IEEE 802.11 packet works. In any packet, when this duration field is present, every station or every device which is receiving this packet have to obey or have to back off for that much duration time, except for the receiver of this packet. So if device A is sending some packet to device B, so the destination MAC is that of device B, the sender MAC is device A, and there is some duration value XYZ, then all the devices which are receiving this packet have to stop their communication for time interval XYZ, but the device B, which was the receiver of this packet, can transmit in that particular amount of time. Or there can be any communication which can happen between device A and device B in that particular amount of time, but all other devices have to shut. Now, the simple exploitation of this virtual jamming or virtual duration field can be simply keep on sending such packets. Attacker can keep on sending such packets back to back, and it will virtually stop everyone in that on that channel to transmit any packet, because everyone will always find this duration value high. They will update their nav or network allocation vector accordingly, and no one will be able to transmit any packets. So these attacks are also called as high nav attacks. So network allocation vector will be always filled and no one will be able to transmit any packets. It's called as virtual jamming. In this packet trace, the first packet is a RTS or request to send packet. This packet is sent by the transmitter, this Netgear transmitter, to the receiver IBM machine. Now it is asking every other guy who is receiving this packet to shut down for 13246 time units. These time units are in milliseconds. So it is asking everyone, or if I am not wrong, they are in microseconds. So around 13 milliseconds it is reserving the medium between these two devices. So in response to this, the other device has sent a CTS or clear to send. It has subtracted the time which it spent for sending this RTS and CTS packet and the corresponding acknowledgement packets as well. So it will reduce that much amount of time and it will send the CTS that I am ready, you can now send the packets. So this is the duration field. After the frame control 2-byte field, it's 2-byte duration field. This duration field, I don't think it has complete 2 bytes, but I guess only 12 bits are allocated for this duration and another bits or remaining bits are for ID. So for this duration amount of time, everyone else on that channel has to shut. This third packet is another data packet. In that data packet also there is a duration field. Now this access point is particularly sending this packet to my client and it is sending the packet with duration so and so. So I have just captured or I have filtered this packet as well, just to show that duration field can be present. Non-zero duration value is possible not only in RTS and CTS but in any data packet as well, and even if that duration value is present in data packet, everyone else has to wait till that duration or till that nav value expires. That's it for this jamming video. Keep on watching more videos on wireless attacks on securitytube.net. Thank you and happy hacking.